Do this if a man pulls away or acts distant. Are you feeling frustrated and confused because the man you're dating is pulling away or acting distant? Maybe he used to be attentive or affectionate, but now he's distant and unresponsive. It's easy to feel anxious or even rejected, but rest assured, you're not alone. Many women face this same challenge in their relationships. But good news is that there are steps you can take to deal with the situation and keep your relationship on track. In this video, we're going to give you 8 practical suggestions for what to do if a man pulls away or acts distant. These tips will provide you with the tools you need to navigate this difficult situation and emerge stronger on the other side. But before we get started, please press that red button to subscribe to our channel and comment, "I've subscribed," so we can thank you. Number 8. Give him space. When you notice that the man you're dating is starting to pull away, it's natural to feel worried and want to constantly check in with him. However, giving him some space and time to sort through his thoughts and emotions can actually be the best thing for both of you. Taking a step back and allowing him to have some independence and autonomy can show that you respect his needs and feelings. It's important to keep in mind that his withdrawal doesn't necessarily mean he's lost interest in you or the relationship. He might be dealing with personal or professional issues that have nothing to do with you. In fact, giving him space can also give you an opportunity to focus on your own life and needs. This can help you avoid becoming too anxious or overly reliant on the relationship, which could push him even further away. So go ahead and spend some time doing the things that make you happy, whether it's hanging out with friends and family or learning a new hobby. Ultimately, giving him space means having faith in the strength of your relationship and allowing it to develop naturally. Trying to control the situation or forcing him to talk may seem like the right thing to do, but it could actually backfire and cause him to withdraw even more. So take a deep breath, step back, and trust that things will work out in the end. Number 7. Don't take it personally. It's tough not to take it personally when a man pulls away, but there could be several reasons why he's doing so that have nothing to do with you. Maybe he's swamped with work or dealing with some personal issues that he's not ready to share, or maybe he just needs space to clear his head and regroup. Instead of jumping to conclusions or assuming the worst, approach the situation with an open mind and a willingness to learn. This can help you avoid putting undue pressure on him or the relationship, as well as build a stronger connection over time. It's important to remember that everyone has their own journey and pace in the relationship. It's okay to have different needs and desires, and respecting each other's boundaries and limits is crucial. By not taking the distance personally, you can prevent yourself from becoming defensive or hurt and instead focus on finding common ground to strengthen your relationship's foundation. Number 6. Focus on yourself. It's easy to get caught up in worrying about your relationship when your partner starts to pull away. But the truth is, putting too much pressure on the relationship can make things worse. Instead, take a step back and focus on your own life and needs. This not only helps relieve the pressure on the relationship, but also gives you the space and time to grow as an individual. When you focus on your life, you show your partner that you value yourself and your happiness. This can be really attractive and might even entice him to return to you. So how does focusing on your life work in practice? It can mean various things, from pursuing your interests and hobbies to spending time with friends and family. It can also refer to taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. This includes regular exercise, self-care, and seeking help when necessary. Focusing on your life is ultimately about finding balance and happiness outside of your relationship. It's about accepting that you are a whole and complete person on your own, and that your happiness is not solely dependent on your partner. You're not only taking care of yourself, but you're also helping the relationship's health and longevity. Number 5. Communicate. When a man begins to distance himself, it can be tempting to avoid communication entirely, especially if you're afraid of being hurt or rejected. However, one of the most important things you can do in this situation is to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Communication is essential in any healthy relationship, but it's especially critical when dealing with issues such as distance and withdrawal. Communicating openly allows your partner to express their thoughts and feelings while expressing your needs and concerns. Communication must be approached in a non-judgmental and compassionate manner. Instead of blaming or criticizing your partner, focus on expressing your feelings and seeking clarification on theirs. Listen actively and without interrupting, and try to see the situation through your partner's eyes. They might not be ready to talk right away and need some time to process their thoughts and feelings. Respect their boundaries and give them the required space while indicating that you are available to talk whenever they are ready. Number 4. Be patient. Another thing to remember when a man pulls away is to be patient. It's natural to want immediate answers and reassurance. But the truth is that some issues, particularly those involving relationships, take time to resolve. Patience is essential because it allows you to give your partner the time and space they need to process their thoughts and emotions. It also allows you to take a step back and concentrate on your own needs and goals, which can benefit you and the relationship. Being patient also entails resisting the urge to rush your partner or the relationship ahead before they are ready. Respecting your partner's boundaries and needs can be difficult, especially if you feel anxious or insecure, but it's critical. Focusing on the present moment and taking things one day at a time is one way to practice patience. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, stay in the present moment and focus on what you can do to care for yourself and the relationship right now. Number 3. Stay positive. When a man pulls away, it's easy to start feeling negative and doubting yourself and the relationship. However, staying positive is essential for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being, and it can also help and strengthen your relationship with your partner. Staying positive entails focusing on the positive aspects of your life and relationships, even when they are difficult or uncertain. This can be as simple as reminding yourself of your blessings or spending time with friends and family who lift your spirits. Avoiding negative self-talk and instead practicing self-compassion is also important. This entails treating yourself with kindness and understanding and accepting that you are human and flawed. Another way to stay positive is to focus on the relationship's possibilities and potential rather than its challenges. This entails remaining open-minded and optimistic and being willing to collaborate with your partner to solve problems and overcome obstacles. Number 2. Don't play games. When a man begins to act distant with you, trying to win him back through games can be tempting. Perhaps you've heard that playing hard to get or making him jealous will pique his interest, or you're simply frustrated and unsure of what else to do. However, playing games is never a good idea when it comes to relationships. It not only causes unnecessary drama and stress, but can also harm your trust and communication with your partner. Playing games can also lead to a power imbalance in the relationship, with one partner attempting to manipulate or control the other. This can result in resentment and disconnection, ultimately driving you and your partner apart. Instead of playing games, be open and honest with your partner is critical. This includes communicating your needs and feelings clearly and respectfully, and listening to and respecting their viewpoint. Number 1. Evaluate your relationship. When a man begins to withdraw from a relationship, stepping back and evaluating the relationship as a whole is critical. This entails examining your and your partner's patterns of behavior and communication and assessing whether the relationship meets your needs and expectations. One important consideration is whether the relationship is founded on mutual respect and trust. Do you believe your partner values and listens to your point of view? Do they show you kindness and consideration even when things get tough? Is their communication with you honest and transparent? Another thing to think about is whether the relationship meets your emotional needs. Does your partner make you feel supported, validated, and understood? Will they go out of their way to make you feel loved or appreciated? Do they value spending time with you and making you feel important in their lives? It's also important to consider whether the relationship has a healthy give and take balance. Are you and your partner both working hard to make the relationship work? Are you both willing to make compromises and sacrifices for one another? Are you both able to communicate your needs and collaborate to solve problems? Finally, evaluating the relationship entails being honest with yourself about whether or not the relationship makes you happy and fulfilled. If you notice your relationship constantly falling short in key areas, it may be time to talk seriously with your partner about whether the relationship is worth pursuing. To summarize, when a man withdraws from a relationship, focus on mutual trust, respect, and communication for a healthy relationship. Prioritize your emotional well-being and honesty with yourself and your partner to build a happy and fulfilling relationship. Thanks for watching our video. We would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the topic. Did you find the video informative? Do you have any questions or concerns? Please leave a comment below and let us know what you think.